What is up, my people? So today, Naughty Dog posted some huge news on their Twitter account for The Last of Us 2 about the next patch update, which is 1.05, I believe. And PlayStation dropped a new trailer on it as well that I'll be showing on here. I'm going to be discussing the patch and show you some of the details they listed. But before I jump into it, I do want to make it clear there was no new Ghost of Tsushima news today. But when I saw how big of an update this was for The Last of Us, this just automatically made me think of it because, I mean, they're both PlayStation exclusives and they're both released about a month apart from each other. And you know Sony is going to want to go into the next console generation strong. And with an update this big to The Last of Us, despite some of the story decisions being very polarizing, I just felt that whether it's from Sony's perspective or Sucker Punch, I feel like they have to do at least some of these type of updates. So this makes me feel much more confident about New Game Plus mode. And like now I'm thinking about other additional modes they could add because they have to do something. But let's go ahead and jump into this The Last of Us 2 update. So I'm not going to read every single thing in their patch notes because it's actually really robust, but I'm going to go over the major ones and list the rest on screen. Then I'll discuss the modes and what I would like to see in Ghost of Tsushima. And also, if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like, I would truly appreciate that. And it would really help this small channel to grow. So the major things this update brings is the return of the grounded difficulty from the original Last of Us game and a new Permadeath Mode. And I had actually not heard of something like this. And for those of you who don't know, grounded difficulty represents the ultimate test of skill. This is based on what Naughty Dog says on their website. So this difficulty raises the stakes by not only making enemies deadlier and ammo, upgrade, and crafting materials incredibly scarce, but also removing invaluable tools for survival, such as disabling listening mode, deactivating elements of the HUD, and more. Now, beginning with this update, grounded will become one of the base difficulty options available when starting the story, so you don't actually have to beat the game before you can play it. That's additionally what they're saying right there. Now, for permadeath, that's an additional layer of challenge. So it says they're introducing the brand new mode, and once you have it enabled, there are no second chances. So you must complete the entire game without dying, which to me sounds really daunting. But if you do die, you would start the whole game over. Now, however, if you're taking on the whole game is too much, it says you can choose to enable Permadeath Mode with checkpoints on a per chapter or per act basis. So basically that means like on day one, if you're at the end of day one and you die, you restart day one. Same thing if you're at the end of day three, you restart day three. So you don't actually have to start the entire game over. So I do like that they kind of broke it out like that. They're also adding a lot of different art styles, which I find to be really interesting. I mean, they have an 8-bit mode where it kind of looks like a retro game. They have one where it's like a noir type, black and white. And then it says they're actually adding over 30 new graphic rendering modes. So that's just really interesting to me, and I would like to see that. They are also adding new unlockable gameplay modifiers, which seems really cool. And as you'll see in the trailer and some of the information I showed earlier, but they're adding things like slow motion, bullet speed mode, mirror world, one shot. I like the one shot and touch of death. It says that enables one hit kills or infinite ammo, infinite crafting, infinite listen mode. It's like I said, it's really robust and I really like this update. For people who are still playing The Last of Us, let me know, is this something you were expecting? And is this everything you wanted and more? And if you haven't played The Last of Us, is this enough of an update to make you actually go out and pick it up? I'm really curious to know, so let me know in the comments below. And as I stated earlier, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima has to be next because they don't even have a New Game Plus mode, so I feel like they have to be planning a big update. I would be surprised if they put in as much stuff as this, but even some of these I feel like would be significant on top of the New Game Plus mode. But let me know what you want to see them add from here to Ghost of Tsushima as well in the comments. Now, The Last of Us Part 2 story did have some very polarizing moments, and I won't go deep into it, but it definitely had some stuff that turned a lot of people off. But one thing for me, I know that the gameplay was really great, and they definitely improved upon the first one. So if you enjoyed the first one, they just make the gameplay better in this one. So this is something I would definitely play again for a second playthrough now that they added all of these. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. We truly appreciate it. And that also helps the YouTube gods to know that we are doing something right. And also subscribe for more gaming news. And I cover Ghost of Tsushima content on this channel. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.